need your apron.
And advance to the MasterChef kitchen.
Somewhere there's a winner. Good luck.
MasterChef. Tonight at 7 on Fox 26. This new segment is brought to you by Simmons & Fletcher, Christian Trial Lawyers.
Can we call him short-tempered? I think so. Short-tempered Chef Gordon Ramsay back in the kitchen for the second round of the hit Fox show MasterChef. And the pressure is building for the finalists, hoping to stay till the end. Our Ruben Dominguez live at Brennan's restaurant this morning, along with that restaurant's executive chef, the one and only Danny Trace. So guys, you've been watching season 2. A lot of stress for these amateur cooks, right, Rubio?
Absolutely right, Chris. And the heat is rising in the kitchen on the MasterChef set. I've got Chef Danny Trace with me. Alvin Schultz is a contestant on the show. All right, last night, Danny, we've both been watching. Did you see any talent?
I think the heat is on. This episode, there was a lot of talent going on. I think the par is up. The par is up. And I like these contestants. I really do.
All right, well, let's take a look at our first clip. Susie, first contestant out of the box last night. Now, Alvin, this is one of your colleagues. Tell me a little bit about Susie.
Susie is my culinary crush. You know, she told me what she was going to prepare, the sea bass, tandoori, and papilla, and I was like, if she can pull that off, she's walking out there with an apron. There's no doubt.
All right, well, I have to ask, because I'm not familiar, un papillo, what does that technique mean, Danny? You've got a little demonstration here for us.
Fish cooked in paper. We have some strawberry grouper here. We have some vegetables. We have peppers, some carrots, some red onions, some herb butter, pre-seasoned fish, okay? We season it up with a little Creole seasoning. And basically it's you just fold it into, you fold this paper around, and basically it's just fish cooked in parchment, okay? We cut out a little heart shape, just for you, a little heart shape.
Thank you, Chef.
And then you just fold this paper around, kind of seal it up, right into the oven like that. And there is a lot of technique to that because you don't want to overcook it. You certainly don't want to undercook it. So,
and that's when we say, voila. All right, so our second contestant, this was 18-year-old Max from New York City. Let's take a look at this clip really quickly. And I've got to ask Alvin, of course, because you know your fellow contestants on the show. Tell us a little bit about Max. Kind of a chip on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, Max is definitely a confident young chef. He's got a great background and ate and dined in a lot of fine restaurants, and that comes through his cooking. You know, he came into the game very confident as well.
All right, so he made a dish featuring fried oysters and steak. Danny, I have to ask you, dealing with oysters, kind of tricky to cook.
To me, beef and oysters go great together. You know, a little horseradish there, they both tie in together. His dish looked a little plain, and for me, if I was, you know, stepping up to that plate, it's tough to pull off oysters because they tend to go cold quickly. So I don't know if I would have chose fried oysters, but great combination. His plate looked a little empty to me. You know, he could have had a little bit more sauce or something on that, or maybe a few more pieces, maybe larger pieces. I don't know, but it looked a little plain, but the combination was great.
Okay, I need to ask you, Danny, what do you think makes, so far, each of these chefs unique? Or have you seen any uniqueness?
I think a lot of them are cooking what they know. You know, the guys who are real passionate about it are cooking the foods that they love, where they're from, you know, their territory. And that comes out in your food. I mean, I've seen some of the most beautiful plates on this episode that I've seen so far.
All right, so definitely some technique, definitely some potential here. Coming up in our next hour, we've got more table talk. Alvin Schultz is with us, executive chef Danny Trace, and we've got 2 more contestants. You're going to want to see these next 2 clips. That's coming up in the next hour. All righty, so last night, another episode of Fox's hit MasterChef. So that means every day after the show, you get a little table talk with me, Chef Danny, and we've got one of the Houston contestants. This is Alvin Schultz. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty, well, let's get right to it, because Giuseppe, one of the contestants last night that I really enjoyed this guy. Now, he cooked a dish. It was mussels, like his grandma made. What kind of a guy was he to be with?
Giuseppe is awesome. He, you know, just die-hard Italian. You can tell it in the food that he makes. He's just traditional Italian, cooking everything that he grew up with.
All right, well, let's break down the dish. Danny, stuffed mussels and marinara. What'd you think?
I think the dish was very classy. Kind of says, you know, where he's from. Definitely something that you can tell he's eaten in his childhood. Marinara could be something that's just delicious or, you know, just okay. A few simple ingredients to make it. but you have to know what you're doing. And the stuffed mussels on there, everything was just arranged. His plate presentation was gorgeous. It just looked like a fantastic dish.
And the judges agreed. All right, now we're going to take a look at our last contestant. It was the last contestant last night. This is Ben from Dallas, Texas, and he was dressed head to toe in pumpkin gear. Explain that. What's the deal with the pumpkin?
Oh, pumpkin hat, Ben. You know, he loves pumpkin. He cooks pumpkin all the time. And his mom actually made him that hat and the apron because she couldn't be there to watch him cook. So he wore it in honor of his mom.
All right, in his dish last night, he made fish tacos, and everything on the. He even brewed the beer that he marinated the fish in. So, what did you think about the dish from what we saw?
I thought it was great. It says something about, he's from Texas, so this very much represents him and what he loves. He likes pumpkin, kind of weird there, but you know what? It takes a character, okay? It takes a character, but his food looked great. Crunchy tacos, crunchy fish, crispy fish. Guys, he's going to be a challenge.
All right, well, there you go. From the experts, we feel good about Ben. Might be there for the long run. All right, so that does it for your Table Talk segment. Join us every morning after MasterChef on Fox. We will break it down for you. Back to you in the studio.
That table looks very lonely there. Where are the wine glasses and the salad plates?
We're not, no, it's too early in the morning and it's a family show.
Okay, all right, maybe later, Rue.